My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every single week, we break down full UFC fight cards. We give you our bets, we give you our picks, and we give you our fantasy plays. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content. And this video is brought to you by BETU Play to Earn. It is the world's first play-to-earn sports and esports betting game. Check it out now at betuearn.com. That's bet, the letter U, earn.com. Next up, at UFC 272, we have Umar Nurmagomedov versus Brian Kelleher. Umar Nurmagomedov, 13-0 overall, 5-0 in his last five, coming off a submission win about a year ago. So he's been out for a little while now. Brian Kelleher, 24-12 overall. He is coming off a win over short notice replacement Kevin Kroom about a month ago. So a quick turnaround for Brian Kelleher. And Umar Nurmagomedov is exactly the type of fighter you expect him to be with that last name. He has only one fight in the UFC, but his statistics from that fight are absolutely insane. He had 5 takedowns, and that fight was less than 2 rounds, and it was essentially just complete domination. His striking is just okay, but his wrestling is absolutely fantastic. He does use kicks really well to stay out of range, and then he comes charging in with his wrestling, and he looks for takedowns from there. If he misses the first, he will transition to a second, then a third, and that dude will not stop until he gets a takedown. Brian Kelleher, he's got a ton of experience, and he's a great measuring stick for prospects, and that's exactly what the UFC is using him for. They're just throwing him in there against prospects. He just fought Kevin Kroom, but that's because his original opponent, who was a prospect, dropped out. So that's what they're doing here as well. Let's see how tough Umar is fighting a veteran like Brian Kelleher. He's incredibly well-rounded with clean boxing, decent power. He's got pretty good grappling himself, and he sets a great pace. He's a very fun guy to watch, and he's always looking for a finish. This will be his second fight back at 135 pounds because at 145, he just did not have the same success. He sort of likes to fight like a bully, likes to be the bigger guy, likes to push you around. He just couldn't do that at 145, so he's back down at 135. And because of that style and the fact that he likes to push people around, I think he's going to be in for a very long night. Very long night. And this betting line is just continuing to move. I did this graphic, it's Tuesday. I did it at, like noon today? I think he's minus 750 now. Like, it's just continuing to move. Umar becomes a bigger and bigger favorite. I think his nonstop wrestling, constant pressure, he absolutely wins this fight. I think the odds, unfortunately, are correct, even though they continue to get crazier. He can be hittable because he has a tendency to just throw one kick at a time. He gets a little lazy with those range measuring kicks. But Brian doesn't really have that one-punch knockout power. So I think he'll touch Umar. I think he'll hit him a few times. All that's going to do is make Umar shoot even more often. I like Umar Nurmagomedov to win. I mentioned it before. I have got a parlay with him and Tagir. I threw 2 units at it, and I think I got it a little earlier in the week. I got to look at the odds, but I got the both of them together, and I think it's like minus 170 or something like that. What do you think?
I will say I saw a fun stat today that this is Umar's second UFC fight. He's already a minus 700 favorite or something crazy. Do you know how many fights it took Khabib to be a minus 500 favorite in his UFC career? He was like, his first 3 fights, I think he was an underdog. I know the first 2, and then I think he was kind of even money. It took him 6 fights until he was a minus 500 favorite. 6, so 5 fights of just complete dominance, basically. And then they were like, this guy's pretty good. And here's Umar, his second UFC fight, minus 700. I just thought that was kind of interesting. This is how I see the fight going. I think there's going to be a moment, because Kelleher is a veteran, because he is good on the ground, there's going to be one of those Dustin Poirier-Khabib moments, right? Where there's going to be a shot, and Kelleher's known for his guillotine. He's going to try and jump guillotine, and there's going to be a moment where it's going to be like, if DC's coming, he's going to be like, he's in trouble, he's in trouble. And then Umar, the way Khabib did, just very slowly goes through the motions, get out of it, and then it's just complete domination from there. So I can see that Dustin Poirier moment with the guillotine, because Kelleher's got a great guillotine. I think he just tries to jump it every time Umar and just sees if he, maybe he's able to get it, but probably not because Umar knows what he's doing down there. So this is going to be Umar just complete domination unless Kelleher is able to land that guillotine, I think. So I don't think he's going to have anything else to offer for Umar.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, listen, these are fist fights. You know what I mean? Like, literally anything can happen. We've seen it many times over. but I think it's just a very straightforward win for Umar Nurmagomedov. I will spend the $9,600, which is such an absurd price point. But, you know, he's going to have a bunch of takedowns. He's going to completely dominate, and he may get a finish. So how could you not have that guy in your DraftKings lineup? So I will spend the $9,600. There's a few cheaper guys we'll talk about later that I will also have to throw in there to make up for this. And again, this is another more monkey knife fight. 29 strikes is nothing because this is every single strike, even little pitter patter against the cage when he's trying to stand up. And Umar at 58, he's going to be in control of this fight almost the whole time. He should be able to get 58 strikes off. Do you agree with more monkey knife fight?
Yeah, I don't like saying all these more because I want to see finishes, right? That's what we were all here for, finishes. But I think this is another one that Kelleher's tough enough that he can withstand that beating. Maybe you get finished late or something like that where he's just kind of overwhelmed. But yeah, I think it's more plan.
I mean, 29 is not a lot at all. That's 10 per round if it goes a distance. You can land 10 strikes in a round. Even if he's on bottom, literally just smacking Umar in the face.
I could land 10 strikes
is a strike.
versus Umar. That's what everyone says, right? I could do that.
Well, 100%. So, the pick is Umar.
You agree? I could.
Yeah,
I could.
Yeah, look at you. Yeah, no, you're a physical beast.
9,600. I mean, first shot, I'm down. Boom, triangle. Bah, bah, bah. That's me and Umar. Umar, I'm ready whenever you want it.
Okay. Luckily for you, the camera adds 10 pounds, so you don't look as sickly on camera as you do in real life. But $9,600 for Umar Nurmagomedov. I will spend that money. Sounds like you might as well, right? No?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
More on Monkey Knife Fight. And I have a parlay bet with Umar and Tagir.